You, ladies and gentlemen, are about to become what may be the first melodrama audience in the history to experience a melodrama without the mecco. Music, that is. You know what that means. All the more room for boos, cheers, and ahs. Tonight, we're really counting on you to be part of the show, so let's get on with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, our master of ceremonies, Barry Shrewsbury.
Welcome to the Squirrel Cage Theater Fall Follies production of Trapped by a Treacherous Twin, or Double Trouble. As you are now aware, tonight's performance is a melodrama and invites you, the audience, to be a willing participant. So, we're going to start by warming up with a sing-along. On your tables, you'll find a sheet of music. Yeah, will your house lights half up, please? Good. And join me, please, in singing Yankee Doodle Dandy. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's a Yankee Doodle Dandy, Yankee Doodle do or die. A real live nephew of his Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July. He's got a Yankee Doodle sweetheart, she's his Yankee Doodle joy. Yankee Doodle went to London just to ride the ponies. He is the Yankee Doodle boy. All right, one more time with a little more energy. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's a Yankee Doodle dandy, Yankee Doodle do or die. A real live nephew of his Uncle Sam, born on the 4th of July. He's got a Yankee Doodle sweetheart, she's his Yankee Doodle joy. The Yankee Doodle went to London just to ride the ponies. He is the Yankee Doodle boy. All right, give yourselves a hand. We're off to a good start. All right, I have a few announcements to make before we start the production. First of all, tonight's meal was provided by Crab Cakes. I want to thank them for doing that. Secondly, there is a raffle for a cord of wood. The tickets are on sale at the back table and will be at intermission and after the show. The cord is cut and split and will be delivered to your house in North Fork. The drawing will be held at Songs of the Season on December 3rd. So you can pick out tickets today or at Songs of the Season as well. Another quick announcement. There is a book for sale on the back counter called In a Nutshell, a brief history of the Squirrel Cage Theater, which was written by our illustrious director, Joan Bushnell, who was also the writer of this play, and 30-year Squirrel Cage Theater veteran, Dave Novell. The book is on sale for $15 with all proceeds going to the Squirrel Cage Theater. That will also be on sale at intermission and after the show. So there are probably some of you in the audience tonight who have never seen a melodrama before. And you're in for a special treat. And for those of you that have, we're going to help everyone else get up to speed by practicing a bit for your very important part of this production. Are you ready for that? Yeah. All right. In every melodrama, there are three main characters who elicit a response from you every time they come out on the stage. And that would be the villain, the hero, and the heroine. I don't need to train you anymore. You know exactly what to do. But because we do not have an accompanist tonight, we need you to be especially loud to keep the energy in here alive. So, without further ado, I present to you the Squirrel Cage Theater production of Trapped by a Treacherous Twin or Double Trouble.
be talking to you again very soon. Oui, madame? Yes, Toinette. Will you please show the young lady in here, and I will interview her here. Oui, madame? Oh, Herbert, I nearly forgot to tell you I've had so many things on my mind. I've placed an ad in the Enquirer for a young lady to serve as resident secretary. Just between us, Herbert, I was hoping to engage a young lady who will become a friend and confidant to our daughter, April. Her head has been so full of business matters and the suffragette silliness that she's given absolutely no thought to her social life. Here she is, almost 20, and not a prospect in sight.